Hello and welcome to your Social Capital. My name is Lynn Leese. I'm the Director of Career Education here at Mercy University, and I am so excited to talk to you about this incredibly important piece of your career puzzle. This session is being offered as part of our Fall 2024 Career Academy series. Today, I'm here to introduce you to the topic of social capital. Throughout the rest of the series, you'll hear stories from members of the career team at Mercy about how their social capital helped them achieve milestones in their careers. We all know firsthand how important connections are when it comes to career success, and I can't wait for you to hear some of these wonderful stories that we have to share with you. After you watch a Career Academy session, make sure you take the quiz on our website to earn your credit for that session. If you watch at least 4 sessions and submit those quizzes, you'll earn a digital badge at the end of the semester that you can list on your resume and share on LinkedIn if you wish. All badge earners will be entered into our iPad raffle, and we'll draw that name the week of December 9th, so get those quizzes in by December 5th if you want to be included in the raffle. This session is an introduction to the concept of social capital. We'll talk about what it is, why you need it, how to build it, and then how to spend it. This is one of those things that takes time and effort to do meaningfully, so start as early as possible. You want your circle of professional connections in place and ready to help you when the time comes to get some career support. So what is social capital? Most people associate the word capital with finances. Financial capital is, simply put, the money and financial resources you have at your disposal. Your level of financial capital, or your amount of financial resource, makes a huge difference to your ability to survive and thrive. There are very specific things that you need to do to earn, invest, and spend financial capital to set yourself up for success. There are certain rules, tricks, skills, and habits to develop in order to earn and manage your financial capital. Social capital operates very similarly. Unlike financial capital, your social capital is about the social resources you have at your disposal. Primarily, this means the people in your corner ready to help you achieve social and career success and mobility. Like financial capital, there are rules, tricks, skills, and habits to develop in order to earn and manage your social capital. Today, I hope to demystify this a little bit and help set you up for success. At the core of your social capital are your people. At this point, you might be saying, I don't know, Lynn, this just sounds like my network. Why does it need a different name? And you're not completely wrong. And if the word networking makes you cringe, or if thinking about your relationships with people as currency to spend feels kind of gross or disingenuous, you're not alone. There are many ways to talk about this idea of connecting with people around a career. I like to think of it as your professional circle, or building some community to help each other navigate the often intimidating journey of building a career. However you want to think about it, it's important to know that it doesn't have to feel forced or cynical. You don't have to meet everybody in a room no matter what. You can and should focus on building this circle of people who you actually like and want to maintain relationships with. It can be totally authentic, but it also needs a strategy. The first part of this strategy is your outreach. This is a whole skill set that needs development and practice. How do you identify who would be a good connection? How do you initiate a conversation with them? Or how do you write a message that is professional and effective? How do you stay positive in the face of rejection or radio silence? Learning how to navigate all of this is the first part of your social capital strategy. Next, you don't want to let the connections that you build fall flat. Again, this doesn't have to be forced, but you do want to intentionally find ways to periodically check in on the people in your circle, keep them informed of your goals and milestones, offer to help them, and generally keep your name on their minds. Continue to grow those connections after you've done your initial outreach. Finally, your reputation is so important in this equation. Eventually, you'll likely ask some of the people in your circle for some kind of connection to a job, an internship, a volunteer opportunity, a research opportunity, maybe a graduate program. By the time you need this, you already need to be known to that person as a professional individual who communicates well and will make the most of their connection. If I'm going out of my way to recommend you or connect you to someone I know, my name is also on the line. If you behave inappropriately, miss an interview, appear unprepared, or are otherwise unprofessional, it might mean that I lose that connection too. I need to trust that you'll understand these implications of me supporting you, that you'll honor that, and that you'll make sure both our reputations are intact. And I only know that if you've invested time helping me get to know you and see how you operate. If your emails to me are poorly written or too casual, if you constantly miss appointments, if you say inappropriate things in class, those are all indicators to me that I shouldn't put my own reputation on the line for you. You don't have to dress in a suit and write a formal business memo every time you interact with someone, but you do need to have a little bit of a professional filter on all interactions with your network and your public behavior. Your reputation also includes name recognition. Find opportunities to join the conversation in your field. LinkedIn is a great way to start this. You can post articles or updates on your feed or join the conversation in groups. You don't even have to be an expert. You can post questions and get the conversation started. This way, even if you don't know someone at a specific company of interest, your name may be recognizable to a hiring manager if they are active in the same places you are. If someone sees your name on an application and remembers that you write well or ask smart questions, this increases your reach and gives you a leg up over other candidates. So why do you need to spend so much time on your social capital? Well, community is important. No one does anything alone, and your career is no different. There are a lot of things to figure out in your career journey. You need to understand yourself, your goals, your interests, your passions, and your values. You need to understand the field you're entering, what the workplace looks like, what skills you need to be successful in your industry. You have decisions to make about your major, your internships, your clubs, your volunteer work, maybe graduate school, and beyond. Your time is precious, and you want to spend it on the right things. You might want ideas of companies to work for or advice on navigating a tough workplace situation. In all of these, your people are your power. Other people have experiences, ideas, and wisdom that can help you on this journey. Statistically, when it comes time to apply for jobs, you also need your people. There's a whole hidden job market out there that you can only access through your network. Every year, the Department of Labor reports about 40% more jobs filled than posted. Jobs that aren't publicly posted are usually obtained through networking. And even when jobs are posted, employers need help narrowing down hundreds of applications to just one applicant to interview. Just like you might read reviews before you purchase a product or get a friend's recommendation before you watch a movie, a personal recommendation goes a long way with an employer when they are deciding who to interview. The good news is you're already creating your network. Start with your friends, family, peers, coworkers, managers, faculty, staff, and other professionals you know. Find a way to assemble this whole list. LinkedIn is one of the best tools to help you with this. You can see your whole network in one place, have it automatically updated when people change companies, and see connections that you might not have realized existed between people you know. However you do it, once you lay out your existing network in front of you, you'll see how well you're already doing. Next, think about who you want to add to your circle. Remember, this isn't necessarily about quantity. You don't have to connect to everyone you meet. Think about your values, passions, and goals. Do you want to find like-minded people who can work alongside you toward your goals? Do you want people with different experiences and perspectives to help you broaden your horizons? Do you need to meet people in certain industries or who have worked for certain companies, earned certain degrees or credentials? Think about the different roles that people need to play in your career development. Some will be confidants for you who will celebrate your wins and commiserate on your setbacks with you. With your confidants, you can be your most authentic self and talk through everything honestly. Some will be advisors who will give you ideas and guidance. Some will be connectors who introduce you to other people or identify positions that you might want to apply to. And some will be sponsors who can say your name in the right rooms to help you get interviews, offers, promotions, and other opportunities. All of these people have varying levels of power and authority to help you reach different milestones on your journey. Identify some priorities for your next connections. Now, you'll need to figure out where to find those folks. Remember to stay open to randomly meeting people. Students have met their future managers at the gym, at a summer camp job, in the grocery store, on a plane, and literally on an elevator. You never know when a spontaneous connection will happen. But you also need to be intentional about this. Look for opportunities to connect with people around shared interests, identity, experiences, and causes. Join clubs or professional associations. Attend meetups or conferences. Volunteer for a cause you care about. And of course, include recruiting and networking events in your plan. Those might be the most intimidating, but they're literally designed for this purpose and you should take advantage of them. This academic year, watch your Mercy email for a new opportunity we're bringing you to connect directly with alumni who want to help you with your careers. Mercy Link will be a great place for you to find some community. Finally, once you identify someone, it's time to reach out. Practice writing a short, polite, well-formatted note to someone asking them for a conversation. And practice introducing yourself as a student and a professional so people will want to get to know you better. And now to unlock the power of your community. As I said in the beginning of this session, you'll need to cultivate your network. Find opportunities to check in with people every now and then. As your network grows, you can't be expected to talk to everyone all the time. Focus on your closest connections to check in on every now and then. Give an update of something that went well for you this semester or that you're excited about doing. Ask them about how their last few months were, or follow up on something you talked about a while ago. Ask for an informational chat so you can pick their brains about your next moves. Or offer to help them with something. Remember, this is a two-way street. We're not just collecting people who will do us favors. We're building relationships that both parties can leverage when needed. For your broader community, you can use social media appropriately to keep working on that name recognition. Remember again that your reputation matters more than ever at this stage. You're preparing to ask for big favors and you want people to trust you with them. And when you're ready and need some help, make the ask. Asking for help can be very difficult for some, but remember that we're all in this together, and people who join your professional circle are expecting you to ask, and perhaps to help them when they need it. By the time you ask, you've built up enough credit with someone that it's okay to ask for their help. Be respectful of people's time, clear in your request, and continue to conduct yourself professionally, and you'll be great. Networking comes very naturally to some and is very difficult for others. I gave you some advice and best practices today to get you started, but there isn't really a one-size-fits-all solution. Some might gravitate towards big events where they can be very social and meet a lot of people at once. Others might want to join a small group of people working on a project to invest more time in getting to know people. And still others may be more comfortable with one-to-one chats. Whatever your style or personality, you can find a way to build your inner circle of career allies. Through this semester's Career Academy, you'll hear from a variety of people who work in career and professional development, who have very different personalities, approaches, and experiences. In their own ways, they all went through pieces of this process and successfully used their social capital to achieve exciting milestones. I hope you'll follow along the series and hear what they have to say. And remember that the whole team is here to help you with this. So if you have questions or need support, come on in and meet with a career coach. That's all for this session. Be sure to visit the Career Academy website to take your quiz and get credit for watching this session. I hope you ace it, but your score won't affect your attendance. You just need to submit the quiz to get credit for the session towards your digital badge and your entry into the iPad raffle. If you want to follow up on anything discussed today, email us at cpd@mercy.edu or find your career coach's handshake link on our website. And do me a favor and give us a follow on Instagram. We're pushing out fun, educational content all the time, so don't miss a thing.